Oh, you got one.
He's getting the shot.
He's getting the shot.
He's getting the shot.
Right,
Whoa.
so, there you go.
Halty, guys. Alright, fellas. So, Harry's arrived. And,
I'm not Harry anymore, I've changed my name. Remember?
formerly known as Harry.
It's Arthur Whittle Whistle.
Oh.
When I was driving in, you've got there's a farm up at top in there,
Yeah.
called Boner Farm.
Yeah.
And that's where I met him, Arthur Whittle Whistle. He was stood outside trying to sell me some duck eggs.
That's where Abby got pregnant.
Alright. Well, Arthur did it.
Yeah. He's not cheap, but
No. Well,
it's good stock.
he only turns up for half a day though, doesn't he?
He only needs half a day. Right, so everything's off. The panel's back off. We've fitted a plate, a fixing plate. What are these called?
Back plate.
Back plate.
Yeah.
I've had to manufacture one and fit it in last night because it didn't come with one. So got that in. Got the switch in for the fan. And
Modelled by your
assistant
Arthur Whittle Whistle.
Whittle Whistle. I've re-drilled the holes for the solid state relays, made them a bit bigger so we can nip them up tight, and we've put in the main cable which we're going to fit the isolation switch, which is somewhere there, somewhere down there this time.
It's a good name for a music album, that, Nip 'em Up Tight.
Now, Harry got me this, which is a
Cranesbill float switch.
a float switch.
That's how they work, so it breaks the circuit.
Oh yeah.
Not makes the circuit.
Well,
so it might go then if
it will go then.
But
so
you can put that in another day. What I'll do is show you where to splice it if you need to.
Oh, that will.
Because you'll have to make an hole and whatnot, won't you? So as it drops, the bottom of the drop has to be above the top of the element.
Do that again with your hands. So we'll have a look at that anyway. Got a sight glass as well, but I'm unsure where to fit it. I might get another one and have that there, seeing what the mash is doing, but then have another one on the inlet to the water chiller, the plate chiller, so we can see if any nasties, any lumps are going into the plate chiller. But we've got to build a filtration system for that, and Harry put me onto this. It's like a frame, and on each side there's two Y strainers. So if one Y strainer blocks, you can switch flow to the other side.
It's called a duplex system, so you can always continue to use your pumps while you're cleaning one out.
While you clean one out, sanitize it, get it back in, and then if the other one blocks, switch it over. But that's for the future.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have one in my big kit yet, so I'd edit that bit out to film my video.
I'm going to keep it in entertainment.
It's the only thing that'll be decent in the video. So what I think we're going to tackle first is we'll get all the hardware mounted to the back panel in here, and then decide what we want to start routing first, what wants to be high side on the voltage, what wants to be low side on the voltage, and then start sort of wiring things up as we come across it. But we need to get like everything in first, so we don't bypass or miss out. So if we zip this off, I'm just thinking if we can slim it down a bit, because there's live components in here anyway, so it doesn't necessarily need this on top. But if we're not saving any space, which I don't think we are we?
No.
Then it's not worth taking off. So is that everything? We've got SSRs, haven't we? Do you want to get them bad boys out?
SSRs? Oh, your mother. You dirty son of a...
The laws of maximum inconvenience. Is that latrine for mouse droppings?
Yes.
Best keep them safe in there, and you don't want them rolling around everywhere. How many? We've got 2 of these to go in.
3.
Where's number 3 going then?
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell, yeah. I'm thinking they've got 4 bolts in each. Where's the high side coming in? Straight to that side, and we've got the low side coming in on the back. I like to put the high side at the back so you're less inclined to catch it with you. You know, if you do open it when it's live, at least the high side's at the back, so if you're brushed up against a terminal, there's less chance of you hitting it.
It'll be dead thin on it.
Yeah. That's it. Don't go away until you've got your bottom in there.
Where's the other one?
Other screw? I don't know, mate. I only saw one. It was on top of yonder. Didn't you just pick it up off the floor?
Yeah.
Where did you put her?
Put a bit other one.
Where was the other one?
In there.
No, I didn't think it was.
Murdered! I'm missing 2 more now. Where are they going?
I just nicked one out of one of these.
Yeah.
To put in the bottom of that one.
Yeah.
We are missing 2 then.
How have we managed that?
Magic.
What have I done with it?
Fucking Laurel and Hardy, I got a note on us, mate. Found one. How did it get in there?
Where is it?
There's what's something here. That's too big. That's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Found one.
Squishy, squishy, all the side squishies. What else is going in there?
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Relays. Solid state
I
relays.
can't remember what we had a relay for.
Pumps.
Was it to run pumps?
Both pumps.
So everything's going to be powered by 12 volts on the face of the panel. Pumps can run off a relay.
There's both pumps. Fan.
That needs to come out of there to the light. Yeah, we've got it, mate. We've got it. Oh shit.
Right, fellas. So, we've been hard at it. I've been getting the buzz bars set up, and Harry has already run in the neutral line.
Yeah, man. You got a key for that, Tom?
Yeah.
I've got it.
It's there.
It's not neutral. It's negative. This
Negative,
one.
negative.
So
Harry's running the negative line.
the only time we're going to have 240 volts on this part is on the key switch here. So that's the only neutral line that we're going to have. All the rest of the panel is going to be low voltage, so if you have a short or any kids come in and touch anything, which they won't, but you know,
No.
It's all low voltage and there's no chance of a shock. But they'll not get in without the key anyway, because that
Yeah.
will be elsewhere, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
But it's low voltage, so if you wet it with hose pipe and any water seeps behind here, it's safe.
And started wiring up for the S.
Solid states.
Oh.
Silly Romans.
Oh dear. It's coming on, mate, isn't it? Update on the day. Oh, come off, you bastard. We've been soldering away, and we've managed to
Gordon
get.
Ramsay's my favourite brand of bicycle.
Managed to get the the probe soldered onto the cable, which will run
Oh, for fuck's sake.
to the. Wow, what happened?
Doesn't matter.
They'll run to the
Just do the job twice.
sockets here, and, and then we've soldered on the cables on the other side. See down there. and then running them round and up through the loom to PRDs and the fermentation fridge. But
Pid your pants.
pad your pants. But it's coming on and it's looking good. So we've mounted the
Woman.
the terminals for the live and neutral,
Buzz bar.
the buzz bars, and we're going to be mounting this when we know where to mount it, and the same with the relays for the pumps and the fans. But things are going swimmingly.
Rather well.
Yeah, rather well. Rather well. And what I've done here is I just put a bit of tape around the cable just to make it a bit snugger going into the mash tun. But that's basically it. That's what's inside your thermoprobes. So that's it effectively. I've just dropped it after getting it nice and focused. There you go. That's the end of the probe. That's what's inside the your thermowells, your probe coupling things. Probe.
Screw
Of course, that just now goes in there when we need it. Feed it in, and pushy poo poo. Away
What?
you go.
You'll not catch me saying anything daft like that. So these just need tweaking over a touch. And once they're in position, then we can just tie them up with a tie wrap and a doodly do, and everything will come together nice and neat. And if anything's too long and it's bowing out, we'll just unscrew it, snip it, clip it, put it back in.
Yeah.
Robert's your mother's uncles.
But it's looking nice and neat. Moment. And we haven't even started tying these on yet, have we?
No, there's no pads.
No pads.
Nothing to hold it down. Well, I thought it's something. We'll just get it wired up while I'm here. If you need to pad it and tie wrap it, you know.
Yeah. Been doing his toenails while he's been here. Look.
Yeah.
Toenails.
No, that's what this is for, isn't it? That's for toenails. Freaking me out, mate, this. I don't know if you should film it.
We're doing a testy.
It's on a breaker.
Yeah.
Don't touch out. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Something's not happy, is it? What do we think it is? Did that green light come on? Just have a look.
No.
No. Okay.
Something making buzzy noises.
Oh, you see, mate. You lost the schematics. Who needs instruction manuals? Oh, for fuck's sake.
I threw away the wrong instructions. Well, I didn't throw any instructions away. I saved the wrong instructions for the timer. So we're testing it on the plug and on Harry's test unit, just to see if everything worked alright, and the power supply unit wasn't happy. It was like buzzing.
Yeah, it was being fed two positives.
Positives.
A positive and the negative.
So we thought that that was bust, but we tested that, that was okay. Anyway, turns out that the wiring was not right on the timer, but now it is. So let me bring you over and I'll show you.
Can have a whirl.
If Harry closes.
10 million more volts, Maury! More volts?
So we've just set the timer. Oh, let's turn that off. So, can I show you? If I flick the alarm on and we set this to
6 seconds.
Let's do 16 just for talking.
God, they're not going to tune in for that long, mate.
So now the timer's ticking down for 16 seconds. The alarm's set to on. So when we hit 16, get it in shot, you goof.
The buzzer will go.
The buzzer will go. Beautiful. Then of course we can turn that off, and then we can get ready to set for the next schedule, and then hit the reset, and away they go again. And you can flick the alarm back on, and then when you hit 16 seconds again, or 15 minutes, 20, whatever you've set it at, this goes off. Kaboom!
And then also you can hit the power off key to kill the system.
Yep.
But of course the fermenter remains live.
Yep.
Then we'll turn the power back on and everything comes back to where it was set previously.
Yeah.
So that will start ringing again.
Yeah.
And in the inside, if you want to actuate the pump, let's just kill that. So if you look at some of these relays on here, you'll notice that you can hear them engaging when we operate the corresponding switch on the front of the panel. Then what that's going to do is put continuity from this live buzz bar to the pump, so the pump turns on, and then the negative feed will just come back, or the neutral, and that'll join the buzz bar with the rest of the neutral feed.
We've also got, like I say, pumps. We're wired up. Well, not wired up to the actual pumps, but everything's working.
Yeah, that's the one.
This hasn't got they haven't got the probes in. We've just got this temporary probe in the boil PID, so that it's
troubleshoot the light.
Troubleshoot the light, and now it works. So, and of course, the solid state relays are on. So everything is tickety-boo.
We're in, bud. So we just need to get it thrown up on the wall,
and then feed everything in.
And then route the rest of the cables, and we're live. Ready.
My God. But yeah, we just started. Well, while Harry's been wiring up, I've been just tidying up and getting some cable managements. I'm not done yet.
There's now
still a lot more to do to get it really nice and tidy.
You've got your probe cables, which are already running in anyway, aren't they? So we can. I don't think there's any more to go in.
No.
All there is, there's the outputs for your fridges.
Yeah.
That's all we've got to go in off the back of the STC.
It's looking good.
So they're the live outs.
Looking good. Right, let's get it mounted.
Hey, if we do that, it's like the cameras are making love.
So we're all done. Let's have a look inside. Power's on.
I wouldn't open it if I were you.
Fermentation fridge is on, but nothing else. I'll see. So inside,
no cables come off.
Yeah, we're all nice and tidy. I'll do a bit of up closey bit at the end, but all nice and tidy. Everything's where it should be, and well, that's it. Let's get it turned on. You ready for the big switch on?
like Blackpool illuminations.
Are you ready, fellas? We're on.
We are. It says oral look as well.
And in 10 seconds, we're going to have a fanfare.
Yes. You got it turned off, mate. Hey! Perfect. Yeah, so we've got the STC probe in as well for the beer fridge, haven't we? So that's why that's reading correctly, the firm fridge.
I guess they could, well, these have got to be sorted out, but once these go in,
yeah,
well,
you could temporarily put them in.
We've got to find out whether or not they were wired up right way around, aren't they?
And if you want to find out if they work, then you've got to go to Tom's channel.
Yeah. So what I forgot to do is,
I'll tell you what, let's clear a space on here, I'll get some money and I'll blast through it.
I've not done the other end, soldered the other end on for the mash. But effectively everything's working, we just need to wire it up, change the wires on the other side. Oh my God, fellas. Oh, turn the fan off. Oh. Yes, what a day. What an absolute day. It's been 11 hours, start to finish. We've not really stopped. In fact, Harry's not really stopped, to be fair. He's done an absolutely smashing job. I can't believe it's actually up and running. So, at the minute, the key is on. The LED is indicating, obviously, that the panel's on. You can see that though, because everything's on. And everything's working. Everything's working. The pump's working. The lights turn on when the pumps come on. Everything's working. Everything's fine. And I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. I mean, it's been an absolute grueler of a day. Wiring the whole thing up. Soldering the aviation plugs for the HLT, the mash tun, the boil pot and the fermentation fridge. We had to solder all them, and it's all working fine, perfectly. I just need to have a big tidy up, and I need to now run the cables for the sensors under the table and get them out of the way, but we're there. She's wired up. Can't believe it, man. Cannot believe it. And if you turn off the key to the panel, so now nothing comes on, the fan doesn't work, nothing's on, but we've still got the fermentation fridge and the keezer still running off the panel on its own feed, so it's not interrupted when you turn the key to start brewing, which is what I wanted. I wanted everything on the panel but still be able to turn key and turn on the brewing side of the panel. So I'm stoked. I'm absolutely stoked. And the only thing now left to do is I need to order some ball valves for the pumps. I need to order silicone hosing, and actually need a 5/8 adapter for the whirlpool fitting, because it's a funny thread. It's a funny female thread. It's a 5/8 thread, and I need 1/2 inch to get a ball valve onto that, obviously so the tank doesn't empty. And then basically that's it. Little jobs like just wiring up the elements now, which is a doddle, and marking out the volumes on the sight glasses, and that's it. Then we're ready for a big clean and start brewing. Oh man, I can't believe we're at this stage. It seems like forever, and I know it has been forever. And just a massive thanks for everyone for just bearing with. We've had a grueler of a year really, trying to get this place up and running, battling my own demons in the old noggin, which you know about. I've said that, and it's all set me back. And we've just been looking to buy a house. Unfortunately, our offer was declined, but that could have been a another big step where we'd have to move the brewery again. So in a way, I'm glad it's sort of fallen through, because we can actually brew on it before we have to strip it down again. But everything's plug and play really. So when we get a new place, it's just move everything out and plug it all back in again. So not a big issue. Last thing I just want to sign out with is when I went to see Harry a couple of days ago, we went out with the kids to Rampton, took them to a little kids theme park, and on the way back I said, well, let's call in, see Harry. We surprised him, but then he surprised me. He ordered 2 of these, one for his pilot kit and one for me. So we've got a sight glass, and I don't know whether to mount it on the mash tun so I can see how the mash is doing without taking the lid off when we're recirculating, or fit it on the entry to the counterflow chiller, the plate chiller, to see if we've got nice clean water going into the plate chiller. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably use that for the plate chiller and get a smaller one of these for the mash tun. But basically we're going to have a setup like that. I've also got the elbows, and when I've got PTFP tape on them, we can get a nicer flow of pipage instead of having too many kinks and bends in it. But that's it, fellas. That's it. We're all set up and ready. I'm going to leave it there and get in the house because I'm knackered, and I bet Harry is as well. So that's it, fellas. So as always, don't forget to thumb this video because you don't do. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Click it if you want to see what's coming next. Share the video for all to see. And until next time, I'm out of here.